Hi. It is Thursday. Trying to find things. I'm currently, first I got the sketch done for the new Patreon drawing, and I did make a little reel about it, just showing the four I've already done, and now this is number five. So he's now done. So later on, I can start to actually draw him out, which I kind of need to. What was that? Oh, I was like, sorry, my watch just buzzed, but there's no message. It's just telling me I hit all my exercise goals today. Yay. Accomplishment. Um, so what I'm gonna be doing for at least for a little bit, and then I'm gonna switch over because I gotta do drawing stuff. Like with Arlith, I gotta do his lines at least, and then again, I gotta start the Patreon. So I do have to do that stuff because the Patreon is now sneaking up on me, and I'm like, oh shit. Because I looked at the date and I was like, oh, I don't have time. So I mean, I have like 2-ish weeks before I have to get it out, but it's still like creating the download still takes a little bit of time. So some of them are quick and easy, others it takes me a couple minutes depending on what I'm doing. But my plan right now is I'm gonna start working on Christmas stuff just to get ahead on that because I would like to get it out by November 1st is the hope. So obviously it's a lot because I have 4 characters, which each both have 2 drawings, and I have a main drawing. So that's going to be an adventure. And some of them will have words with them. So, like, what's some of the stuff I'm going to do? So, I am going to do stickers and magnets, both with and without words. Because I do have some words I want, like, oh, I have them written down. I'm like, let me see if I can remember, but I have them written. Let me find it. Okay. So for my cardinal, it'll be chirp those holiday songs. The horse is gonna be give the neighborly cheer. The dog is gonna have a wolfterful holiday, and then the deer is prancing around the Christmas. Was it prancing around the Christmas tree? I came with a different one. Or prance to your favorite Christmas songs. I think is what I actually was gonna end up doing. Um, just to kind of make it fun, a little more holiday related. So, and then some of the stuff will have stuff with words, others without. Some of them will have both options in case someone doesn't want to have that. Um, I'm also going to try and make my own kind of greeting cards. So they're going to be die cut greeting cards. So when I put them together, they'll still be open, but it'll be like the head of the character, so you can still write in it. It's going to be kind of on the small side. Also gift tags, because I saw that Cricut had an option for gift tags, so I'm kind of curious to see what that actually is. Because if it's something kind of special and just like a cutout with or whatever, I thought that'd be kind of fun to put on there. So I want to look at that at some point. Um, so that's just kind of the 4 things that I'll be doing myself to create and print, which will probably be end up doing next Wednesday. And then the rest of it is all Printify situation that I have to do. So it's gonna be some of the stuff. I might do a mouse mat. So I'm thinking about putting like all 4 designs together, just kind of like in a row, no particular order, and just do that is what I'm thinking I'm gonna end up doing. Just so you kind of have them all together, just do one of those. A mouse pad, I'm gonna do 4 of those for all the characters and just have the drawings themselves. I have a blanket, a garden banner, um, a tea towel and stuff, which will have just the main drawing. I'll have ornaments, coasters, tumbler, a tote, like an all over print one, I'm thinking. A candle. Well, the candle will just have words, I think is what I'm gonna maybe. I'll see. I want to do crew necks and hoodies because it's that time of year. So again, I think there'll only be one version with the words, but it's just gonna be the character's head. I might try to on Canva. I'm thinking about maybe doing like part of a background, but I don't know. I think I might just have the character head and just the words, I think is what I'm going to do. Just kind of keep it somewhat simple. A Christmas tree rug or skirt. Again, same thing with the mouse mat of having like all the designs together just around it, which I think will be fun because you can like turn it and stuff to kind of show a new design every day or whatever if you want to. Wrapping papers, which will just have all the characters' heads in a pattern. So that's kind of where I was at with this, because Some of it will be relatively simple because, again, some of it's only going to have one option. Some of it will have two. It not that difficult. So that's just the idea. But, you know, so it's still going to take me a little bit. So that's why I don't want to do this all day. So I'm going to do a few of them now. Probably like the easier ones, and then switch over because I also have these other downloads I want to work on, which I'm calling them guides, just kind of like creation guides essentially, which I'll explain more later. I have 6 of those I have to do. Well, actually I have over 6. I have is that 10, 11, 14 of them? Because 5 of them are 2 different options. One's just like a regular like planner looking thing of like a checklist. A second option is to kind of create your own story situation. And then I have one where it's a goal creator one, like a goal guide essentially, where it's still, you have the planner system of like kind of writing stuff down and like checking it off. And then there's 3 different create your own stories, like with a different feeling to each, like a fantasy one, an architecture one, and like a cosmic exploring one. So I don't know. Those will get out when they get out. I just want to work on them a little bit almost every day just to make some progress on them. So I already kind of picked out the templates I might end up using. There is one I'm probably going to use over the other ones. But obviously I don't do any drawing for that. It can do it really simple, just a little bit of color, nothing crazy, because that's all it's for, is just planning stuff out. And that way if you print them off and decorate them yourself, you absolutely have that option. So maybe I could leave them white, so that way I can even put in there, like, if you print them off, you can color them yourself, like, how you want it, and, like, you can put your own logo colors and stuff in there or whatever, so I'm probably going to end up doing that, just to make it super simple. So it's just a matter of typing it out and putting it on there. That's the plan for now. So I'm just going to start working on these guys. I can get a few of them done, and then I'll end up stopping so I can start the other stuff. Yay! Okay, so it's like almost 8 o'clock now. I have accomplished some things. So for the Printify stuff, I managed to get a couple of them done. I was gonna show you, but then Printify decided to stop working. Something was wrong, so it kept kicking me out, and I'm like, what the hell? So now I gotta do some more tomorrow, but at least I got 3 of them done, at least like design wise. I still have to like upload them and all that stuff, but design wise I have 3 products done. That's like with all the characters. I was working on doing a mouse pad, but that's when it cut out on me and it just didn't save, and I was like, ugh. So now I gotta do that tomorrow, which is fine. It's gonna be really simple. So I'm like, a lot of these things are gonna be like super simple for me to do. And then I started working on a new Patreon drawing. So this is where I'm at so far with him. He's looking okay. I'm gonna have to mess around with him a little bit, I think, but for the most part, he's kind of turning out how I expected, with having the quills be the actual like plant petals, which I thought made sense. Like, was it like the orange ones, like the smaller, skinnier ones, or like the outside quills, and then like the main part of the flower is going to be like the inside quills going down, is what I have going on. And the tail will be an actual flower, like the Birds of Paradise flower, because it's kind of the perfect shape for it. So I'll work on that some more here in a few minutes, but I started working on Arlith. So what I've managed to do is I got the border done, which that's super easy. And then I started doing the highlights on him. You can kind of see it in some places. That's not what I was originally intending to do, but because of how I was doing this, and then like this, it's something. It's not green on green anymore, which is fine. That's kind of more important. So now I did cover over the green with like pinks and oranges back here, just really quick and easy, nothing crazy, just to help break it up, which it does. So now if I back him up, now you can kind of see the dragon and everything is separated, which is super nice. So that's where I'm at with that. This was taking me the longest. That's probably as good as it's gonna get. I did make it darker, so at least in real life it is. Like on here, it's gonna be different. but it's almost a little more gray now with like a pale yellow, and then I did like pinks and purples and a little bit of blue on here to kind of help it. The pine trees I kept the same. I just again added highlight from the sun down here just to kind of help it. I'm not gonna outline. No, I won't outline these. I'm gonna leave them how they are. I actually really like how these turned out though. So I'm leaving these be. Nothing else getting outlined but him. And that's it. So I'm actually just now about to start doing that. But I mean, yeah, you can't really, I mean, I guess you can't hear, but I have like subtle highlights in certain areas and like on the wings in particular, it's really noticeable, which I'm fine with because I feel like that makes sense because the wings are the closest. And I don't have too much here because obviously I feel like this is in shadow. So there's really not going to be any here. So for the final part of the video, when I'm doing like the final recording, I have to add some highlight here, and then I'll probably outline his tail is what I'm going to end up doing, just so it's like super quick and easy. But yeah, so that's how it's turning out. Like I said, decent progress. So it's going to take me a few minutes though to outline him. Because I have to also, whatchamacallit, like I gotta do his quills and his scales, and that's gonna definitely take a couple minutes, but that's okay. And that way, as soon as I'm done with him, I will get back to working on the little hedgehog, so I can keep on going with that. That's where we're at though. So making progress somewhere. I'm at this point. I'll get everything I wanted to the point where I wanted it done today, which is good. And tomorrow we'll do some more. So that's where we're at for now. Hi, it's Saturday. It's Saturday night. It's 7:30. So yesterday I did go out. I wasn't really planning on getting anything. I was just going out just to kind of go out. And I also had to go grocery shopping. So I went to the Dollar Tree as one place, and I got this pumpkin. I rounded the corner and I saw it, and I was like, that's mine. I also got a little fleece blanket. It's got little dinosaurs on it. It's for babies, but I was like, it's from the Dollar Tree, and I'm like, I can't pass that up. Because it might, at some point, it's going to get to the point where, like being here, because it's starting to get a little cool outside, it's going to get to the point where it's like, it's too hot for a sweatshirt, but it's too cold not to have anything on. I could wear a long sleeve and pants, which is an option, but I'm like, at least I have a blanket to like cover my legs if I'm still not there yet. If I just want to put on a long sleeve. So, got that. And then I got the Christmas stuff done, like design-wise, like essentially done. I'm going to go back and check it because Monday and Tuesday I plan on starting to get them published to the store and start the drafting phase to get them ready to go. He's almost done, so I just have to do his head and some other areas right there on that side, on this side, that I have to do, but he's essentially done. And then I got all of these guys drawn today, which is pretty good. So now I'm just starting to color them with the marker. Tomorrow I can just switch over and just do pencil. And then that way when I do with the pencil, or no, I am not doing Christmas stuff Monday and Tuesday. I'm doing this Monday and Tuesday. I forgot. Because I still have to do that and to get all the downloads done. So Wednesday will be picture taking day. Well, product creation and picture taking. So I might have to do that Tuesday night when I come home. So I can get good pictures. And that way I can spend the rest of the day working on the listings and just getting all that stuff done because it's a lot. But it's because of how I did it, but even then, some of them I actually might just get rid of. I might not even deal with them. Just to kind of help a little bit, but I'm just trying to provide options. I gotta do that too. And then I'll have to post about that. But I want to get them up. I think is it next Saturday. So by Friday is when I would have to get them up, which is fine. That's the plan anyway. So we'll see. But yeah, so tonight, doing these. Hopefully I'll get these done tomorrow, even if it's when I come home and I get them finished, that's fine. I just want them done before Monday so I can take pictures Monday morning and I can start working on them, the digital parts. And then I still have to do more comic covers for Webtoons and Tapas so I can get those uploaded. So I have Arlathian Shadows done, and I also managed to get this one done, which is going to be Riders. So that's done. Just have to also color that in, which I'm not going to do right now. But I'm thinking is that what I might end up doing is go ahead and get Arlathia up. I want to do it Wednesday and start making like a Wednesday thing and get that up. So I can go ahead and do Arlathia and I can do Shadows. And then I would need to get Riders done. So I can at least have 2 done now. And just try and do one a week. Because once I get these covers done, it'll be super easy to do everything. It's a process right now because I have to draw them all, but it's fine. And so I'm trying to make them like somewhat similar. Or simple. With only like pretty much like the main characters of that story is what I'm literally just trying to do just to make it easy for myself. So that's where we're at. And then I have to, immediately after I'm done actually doing Christmas stuff and this, so next week I will have to start working on the Winter Hog to get her up and finish up my dog stuff that I want to put up. So I can get those up. To be honest, if I can get them up as soon as possible, would be better. Not so much the Winter Hog, like she'll be available year round, but I still need to get her up probably mid-November. And then the dogs too, because the dogs are a little more important because that's more for like Christmas stuff, for like gifts if people want to do that. So I need to get that up and everything. Also, I gotta make another set of drawings because on Printify they have clear phone cases. So I actually want to get a clear phone case because my phone is actually green. It's a nice lime green. So I actually want to get one now, but I want to not just have like just a plain old clear case. I actually want to make a drawing of 3 of my characters. I'm thinking about maybe stacking them on top of one another, like my 3 main animals. These guys back here, so the hedgehog, dragon, and the stegosaurus. So I'm thinking about doing that and just like maybe stacking them, like teetering or something. I'm wondering if I should do, I don't know if I should do minis because they're going to be kind of small, you know, to fit on the phone properly. So maybe I could do the minis because they're just tiny and cute. And if I ever want to, I can always make another case. So we'll see. But I can do that because I also got to order some shirts off of there for my parents because I'm going to be making them some stuff, which actually involves dog stuff. So I'm like, I have to hurry up and get this done so I can get an order to come in. So it's going to be like a sample order, but it's for my parents. So I just thought out because my dad wants a specific shirt. So I want to make that for him because it's going to involve one of our dogs. So I want to make that for him. And I'm also going to make my mom something too, just to get that. I also got to start ordering Christmas stuff. But Mom and I are going to tag team on my brother because we were starting to save some stuff, so we got to decide what we're going to get him exactly. Dad is still questionable. I know what I'm doing for my mom. So my dad's the only problem, but we'll have to start talking about Christmas stuff. I have so much Christmas stuff that I'm going to be like, here, any of this will do. It's kind of a lot, so we'll see. But it's at least options. So, yeah, it's a lot, but that's okay. Because if I can at least get the Winter Hog planned out, like at least get her flowers planned out next week too, then I can start drawing her little designs next weekend. And I can do the same thing where I get them done marker-wise and finish them up, and then I can do dog stuff as well, is my intention. Because then I can hurry up and get all that stuff outlined, and then I can get them up. That's the plan. But I'm like, I want to do Christmas first, and then probably within 2 weeks after that, so within 3 weeks, I will be getting up Christmas and dogs. Or not, Winter Hog and dogs. I'll just update the banner with the Christmas, winter, and dogs, so that way it's all together. Then I'll have to start working on Patreon stuff, like probably immediately after that. Because I go on a cruise next month, so I also want to have some stuff available for cruise time, because I'm like, I also need to get Arla's stuff done, so I can start doing his outlines, and the Spring Dragon, because I want her going up probably early January-ish, so if I can get her drawn now, I might have to wait. I might wait. So I can just focus on getting Arlith up, and then there's also like a little color along I want to do type of thingy, where it's like a goal situation, but it's got my Raptor Cana. I gotta draw her stuff, so there's a lot. Also doing more comic pages and getting those prepared, so that way I can just easily post them every week. So we're gonna keep going with that. But let me keep on going with this so I can get these done tonight marker-wise, because this is going to take me a bit. I have about 2 hours-ish before I actually go to bed, but I have to get these done before then, so. So, it is Tuesday night, and yesterday and today I've been working on doing Printify and Shopify. So, I got Printify done, so it's all drafted, it's ready to go. I just gotta activate it, but I'm waiting until probably Friday, because originally I was going to upload it Saturday, but I have to work Saturday, so I won't be here. So I'm going to upload it all Friday, like activate it Friday. And now I'm in the process of doing Etsy, because I figured I'm not doing everything. I'm just doing a few items on there. So I got everything like brought over, but I have to do all the pictures still, because there's only like 2 pictures that came over for like each item, which is annoying. So I have to do all that. And then I have to fix the listings. It's like 31 item. No. Is it 31? I think it's like 31 items. Ugh. So I gotta do all that. And then tomorrow, my intention is to... Well, I need to do the files tonight, because the files are what take the longest. But I have to print stuff out into the Cricut to get the stuff that I'm gonna make done, so like Thursday I can take pictures of everything and I can get that up. So that's what I'm doing right now. Or what I will be doing. I'm just turning the laptop on. That's where we're at. And then throughout the day tomorrow, I'm going to be working on him since he's done and all his stuff is. I just got to bring it over to my tablet so I can start doing the line art for it. And then after, I'm going to start working on comic covers. So, like, because I would like to at least get one up this week for Alethea, because I can do Alethea and Shadows, and I'm in the process of doing up the Writers one, so that's at least 3 I can do. Writers is done. I just gotta take the picture of it now. Like, I'm also doing Bonded, but Bonded is not gonna be immediate. It's gonna be a little bit later. And then I also need to actually start working on the next video, which is going to be the Winter Hog, because since I have the Patreon one done for Friday, so I just gotta put his stuff together and he's done, do the last bit of stuff on the tablet that I have to, and then take his picture and then start doing the Winter Hog this week too, because I want to get the Winter Hog stuff drawn for this weekend and dog stuff, so I can get that up really soon, probably next week, which is fine. Because then that way I can just update the banner to have all 3 of them together, which I'm fine with. And that way I can start ordering some Christmas stuff I have ideas for to get that coming in. Just to make sure I have it on time. Because one thing I'm ordering is definitely from some stuff I'm ordering is from a small business for sure. Well, actually, there's also another drawing I have to get done that I want for my phone case, because I want to get a clear phone case. Printify does have it, so I figured I can make the phone case myself, like the design, and just get it printed and just get a sample, which I'm fine with. That way I can have at least 1 sample, and then I can put it up in the store. So that's like 3 things I have to do this weekend alone, which is fine. At least I'll have plenty of things that I can work on. Just getting everything drawn first, and then like Saturday, or at least most of it, and then probably Sunday I can start doing the marker. So that's where we're at right now. It's a lot, but yeah, I have like 50-something products on Printify from all this, but I also have 4 characters, and most of it is across, like, each one has its own specific thing. There are some things on there that I really like, and I'm pretty happy with. So I put the more like what I thought might be more popular items on Etsy, so that's why I only did like maybe 8 of them or something. So yeah, that's where we're at. But yeah, so I'm still working. It's just a lot, but I might show like later on everything I did. It's just a lot, but we're getting there. Alright, so it's Wednesday now. It's almost 11, so I just did my workout and such, and now I'm back to uploading pictures to Etsy and stuff. Some of these alt texts. Okay, so here's the design, right? He's a black horse, black ice, okay? And here's the alt text. Tote bag with a purple unicorn design on a black background. That is not a purple unicorn. He has purple in him because of how I color him, but he is not a unicorn. And he's not purple. I'm confused, but okay. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to it. Okay, as you saw, I finally got around to printing and cutting what I needed to. So I'll show you what I got in a second. For the most part, it's okay. Again, I don't know if it's Mirror the Cricut, but it still is not cutting right. But whenever I do the calibration test, like, it does what it's supposed to, so I don't know what the problem is. I'm just trying to work on getting Etsy pulled up so I can show you the designs I've done. I still have to do the print, but I can wait and do that tomorrow, because tomorrow will be a picture day and getting these up for tomorrow. But overall, we're looking pretty good. I only printed them on paper because that's all I really need to do, and I can kind of show it as being magnets and such of whatever else I need it to do. So let me get them separated. Hold on, I have just a lot going on. Okay, so first we have, you know what, let me turn on a better light. Hopefully it's a little bit better than just that yellow. But first up we have Setia. So she'll be both magnet and sticker. So again, it's just on cardstock, but I can tape it to the fridge to make it look like a magnet. That's my plan, just so I'm using as few materials as possible. So then we have Jingle, same thing. Black Ice and Poins, ready to go. So I also did their backgrounds. So this one's Poins with his background. He's my favorite of the four, even though I love dogs and like horses, but he is just, I like how his turned out the most. So again, these will also be stickers and magnets as well. There's Setia's. Jingle. And Black Ice. So they're kind of going to be, I might turn them down a little bit. I just kind of puffed them up, but I think these are like 2x3s. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is maybe in the final, I might tone them down to be like 1x2, like 2x1s or something, just so they're like a little bit smaller. Or I guess I could have different options on there if they want. Maybe I could do options of what size you want. But there's those. Okay, and here's my experiment, which I think is going to work. So I have this. So I want to turn them into die cut card. So if I fold it, I think it's going to work. Oh, and it does. So now you have a little card. Oh, that's great. All right, I gotta do these from now on. So I did everyone, so, but there's Setia's. So now we can do Black Ice. So I did put like a shape is what it's called in there, like in between, just to make sure there was enough of a thickness going on. But he works as well. So it's just their heads. I didn't want to do anything like, I didn't want anything crazy. It was just enough, just, here's Poins. Just to give just a fun little card if you wanted to add a card inside a gift or something. And you can keep it, you can hang it, whatever you want to do. So I think I'll just start doing these, and last up we have Jingle. But I mean, they work though, and it's great. I'm so glad my idea worked. Okay. So those will be for pictures tomorrow. So I can get them set up. Because now that I'm done, I'm going to be working on doing the Patreon now and the Winter Hog. Oh, shit. It's a lot. Anyway. Okay. So now, let me get this situated. So, these are going to be the ornaments. So, it's just their heads. There's one of each. And then I have mouse pads. So, I'm going to have 2 of each because the way it's set up in Printify, it's just the background color is the thing. So, I have a white and a black version depending on which one you want. But you have all 4 characters with their backgrounds. Again, I think Poins, for me, especially on these, well, I guess these 2 in particular because of how I did the background, it looks best on black because I just feel like it helps it. But I just did both in case someone wanted one or the other. We have tumblers, so again, it's their designs. Again, I think Poins just turned out the best. So we have bags. They're double-sided bags. So you have the front side, which is their faces, but the back side is their drawings. And then I have wrapping paper, both in white and black, with just the character heads in a repeated pattern. And then we have different shirts, or like crew necks you can choose from. So that's what that is. And I have more on Printify, but that was just what I'm at least putting on Etsy. So it kind of gives you an idea of what there is. There's what? I think like a gift bag, some stockings, mugs, and maybe like 1 or 2 other things on Printify. Again, it's just the same designs, and they're either in black or white. So that's only just what it is. So at least they're done. I'm very happy that they're done. Because, oh. But that's finished now. So now I can just work on pictures tomorrow and then get those up. But yeah. So I'm going to start working on my little Patreon hog. I keep forgetting what it's called. So I have to do that, and then I also need to work on the Alethea thumbnail because I would like to get the first page up tomorrow, but I have to get the thumbnail finished outlining before I can do anything. Because I have everything else of it done. I literally just need to outline it, and that's it. I mean, it won't take me that long, but it's still going to take me a bit. But I'm like, I need to get the Patreon stuff rolling because that needs to get up and going. Because it's, I have to have it done by next week. And I'm still got to do the line art. And then the Winter Hog. I was not expecting for this stuff to take me this long, but as per usual, it always does. So, but there we go. So with that, now that I've gotten that done, I'm going to close this off. And then next vlog, we'll probably be starting the Winter Hog and the Patreon companion. I'm losing it up here. So that's what we'll start doing next week. And then also actually just activating everything is all I have left to do. Well, other than doing picture stuff, which we might go through tomorrow a little bit. I don't know. I take pictures on my phone, so we'll see. But I'll at least get those all done and completed. And then, because I also need to take one big group picture as well. So I gotta do that for the banner. So I can get that going. And all this other stuff. But I'm gonna end this here. So that way I can continue on. And thank you all so much for watching. And I'll see you in the next one.